Before we begin, vocabulary lists will be passed out. Make sure you have something to write with. Do what you are. Career Assessment Overview. Naviance. Hello, my name is Melinda Magallanes and I am an Alumni Outreach Volunteer and current junior at Mount St. Mary's College, class of 2014. Today's lesson will help you navigate through Naviance so you can complete the Do What You Are personality assessment. I will give you the information that will help you complete the assessment and help you know how to interpret the results. Why should you do it? Why should you do this? Many students in high school have plans of what they want to do after they graduate. Completing this assessment is going to validate or provide you with more options you may want to consider pursuing after you graduate. Some of the options that you see in your results you may not have considered before. Completing this survey is ultimately going to guide you in picking a career that will help you pick a college that will lead you to a job that will be your career. Your career is something you are going to do for the rest of your life, and you want to make sure that it is something you like to do, something that fits with your interests, something that fits with your personality, and something that you can ultimately pay your bills with. When you get your results, you are going to be able to look at what your potential career will pay. This assessment is going to ask you questions about your personality, and it will guide you in making better decisions about your future. Learning objectives. The learning objectives I want you to learn from this activity aims to have you get to know yourself better and in the process identify college and career choices that relate to your personality. You will leave here having a list of strengths, blind spots, and college and career choices that interest you. A blind spot is like a weakness. It tells you things you need to look out for and how they can affect or help you in your career and college selection. The learning objectives are as follows. You will identify your strengths and blind spots while completing the Do What You Are assessment. Identify at least 3 careers that interest you based on your personality interest results. Identify at least 3 colleges that offer majors related to potential career choices based on your results. Do what you are. You will take about 30 to 40 minutes to complete Do What You Are. There are 2 parts to the assessment, a self-discovery assessment section and a career interest survey section. There are 4 parts to the self-discovery assessment. In each, you will read brief descriptions of 2 people and you will pick which sounds more like you. Neither will sound exactly like you. Keep in mind there are no right or wrong answers, just try to answer each question as honestly as possible. Try to answer based on who you are in everyday life, not who you wish you were or think you should be like. The career interest survey part will ask you about your interests in various careers. It will provide you with your descriptions of each career grouping and you will decide which career you are interested in. What you need to know before you start. Before you begin, these are some of the vocabulary words you are going to encounter as you complete Do What You Are. Some of these words are used to describe your personality. You may know some or all of these words and may not need to use this list, but we are going to review them to refresh your memory. I'm going to have some volunteers read the definitions to some of the words. Let's see some of these words in a sentence. Examples. I try to be punctual every day. It feels good when I have a productive day at work. I like to master a skill before I learn a new one. I want you to take a couple of minutes and look at your vocabulary word list. Review the words and the definitions. Pick 2 words that describe you and write them in a sentence. Look up when you are done. You have about 5 minutes. Getting started. Now let's have everyone pull out their computers. Go ahead and type in the link that is listed here. If you have not already done so, bookmark the link. Let's look at your step-by-step instructions to help you navigate Naviance to find Do What You Are. Go ahead and get started. Use the word list if you need it. Your instructor is there to help you. Raise your hand and your instructor will come to you. Your instructor will let you know when it is time to stop. You will press stop and resume tomorrow. Tomorrow, when you meet again, your instructor will have you complete a worksheet based on your results. Learning objective. Welcome back. The first learning objective was for you to identify your strengths and blind spots while completing the Do What You Are assessment, and you have completed or will complete that objective today. Your instructor will give you an additional 10 minutes to complete your assessment. Everyone pull out your step-by-step instructions and let's go through steps 1 and 2 so you can get to Do What You Are. What did you think about the assessment? There are many factors that contribute to a successful future, and understanding your personality type is among the most useful. Your personality type is the way in which you naturally see the world and make decisions. Everyone is different, but people who have the same personality type share similarities in careers and subjects you find interesting. People of different personality types communicate in different ways, so counselors and teachers can learn what works better in working with each student. Do What You Are Learning Objectives Check-In Worksheet. Let's review how the results are broken down. There is a paragraph that is titled Understanding You. This tells you a little bit about yourself based on what you answered. Some of this may be right on. The next section tells you what your strengths are and blind spots. Your strengths will tell you what will make you good at your career. Blind spots are things you may need to work on. The next section indicates to you potential careers you may want to consider. Your instructor is going to give you 20 minutes to complete the worksheet. You will need to log into Naviance to look at your results. You are going to answer questions based on the responses. Results will be broken down by Understanding You. Results will be broken down by your strengths and blind spots, and results will also be broken down by potential careers to consider. Almost done! Now you have completed all 3 objectives. The last 2 helped you kickstart your college and career selection process that matches your personality. Does anyone have any questions? Thank you. This activity will help you start to solidify your college and career choices so you are ready to apply to schools next school year.